Hi guys, thanks for joining me. I just wanted to make a remake of the video of the coat of arms of Prince William, the British royal family. I made a video back in my early days and I covered the very important basics of the symbolism of the beast, but I didn't actually do a full description. I didn't get all the details in basically. Since I made that video, I actually recreated the image of the coat of arms of the British royals being the beast that's found in both the book of Revelation and the book of Daniel. So I remade the image for my illustration book, so I thought maybe, you know, I should redo a video describing it. I'll just deal with the symbolism first, how the beast is described looking. In Revelation it says the beast that you saw was like unto a leopard, had the face of a lion and had feet of a bear. Now if you look on the coat of arms actually first, you'll see that there's a lion looking creature standing upright. Right, first of all, you've got the face of a lion. Now if you look at its feet, you'll see that they are huge and they've massive claws disproportionate to its body. If you look at a lion, its feet are really in proportion to its body, like a dog would be. I mean, like my Mishka, she had feet that were big, but they were, you know, the same. They weren't like stupid like that. If you look at the image on the coat of arms, you'll see that that lion actually has feet the size of a bear. It actually has bear's claw, like a big claw hand. So it has the feet of a bear, it has a face of a lion. But the other one used to get me, it was like unto a leopard. Now if you look at the body, it's not coloured like a leopard, okay? But you know, if it was coloured like a leopard, then John would just say it has the body of a leopard. But he says no, he says weird, he says like unto a leopard. And I was looking at this and I was thinking, what does he mean? And then I started looking at leopards and looking at lions, and revelation came to me that lions are usually on all fours. They will not climb up trees or climb anything unless their life depends on it basically. And then I started looking at leopards, and leopards are kind of the opposite. They spend their life up trees, hanging off the trees. And then I started looking at pictures of leopards hanging off trees, and I looked at the coat of arms and I was like, whoa, that is identical. That is identical. What John meant was, he's like unto a leopard hanging off a tree. And I was like, whoa, that's what he meant. So he's the beast that you see on the coat of arms is hanging off a tree like a leopard. He has the face of a lion and he has feet of a bear. Now Daniel adds to this in, like I say, if people want to say, oh, you know, Jared Kushner is the Antichrist, or the Pope is the Antichrist, let's say, to go into finer details, it's like, okay, I'm not saying the Pope's not got anything to do with this, but okay, well, where does that symbolism come then from Daniel and Revelation? You know, feet of a bear, mouth of a lion, face of a lion. You know, where does all this symbolism, you know, relate to them? Prove it, kind of thing. But nothing proves it except the coat of arms of, well, it would be Prince William. It's nothing actually covers everything from the book of Revelation and Daniel except the coat of arms. Nothing comes close. I've done my research. For 8 years I've been at this now. I've done my research and I know for sure, you know, that this is exactly what John was seeing. He was seeing that creature like climbing a tree. And now Daniel adds to this though. It's quite amazing actually. He adds to this in the description of what the beast looks like. He says he has nails of brass. Now if you look at the thing that looks like a lion on the coat of arms, you'll see that his nails on the feet of a bear anyway, not the feet of a lion but feet of a bear. If you look at the nails on that, you'll see that they're not even white like, you know, a normal colour would be. They're red like brass. So the scripture of Daniel, nails of brass, is covered in the coat of arms of Prince William as well. But he also goes on and he says he has iron teeth. Iron teeth, well, great. And funny enough, that coat of arms, you know, this image of that beast, which they both seen, has his mouth open, not closed. You know, this is great, isn't it, by prophecy? He has his mouth open and you can see his teeth, and his teeth are not yellow or brass. They are white, like, well, you know, silver, like white, or like iron would be. So all the visual description of the beast of Daniel 7 and Revelation 13, they're all covered by the British coat of arms and you have Prince William. And so you know, I just wanted to make another video concerning this, because I forgot to add them little bits on the end where it says about nails of brass and iron teeth. And it says the beast also, you know, has, just quickly, because I've done other videos on this, has 7 heads and 10 horns. And Daniel can also talks about the 10 horns. Now, just very quickly, the 7 horns, it says, are 7 kings. All right. And if you want to understand it, you've got to understand this. When the angel is telling John about this in Revelation, when he's talking about Babylon, it says, you've got to understand that he's talking in the present tense. He says 5 kings have fallen or are dead. 1 is, okay, so he's talking in the present tense. So 1 is now. Okay, the other has not yet come, speaking future tense. But when he does come, he must remain as a king a little while. But the beast, or the Antichrist, which is and which was, which basically the Antichrist that will rise from the dead, is the 8th. But he is of the 7, so he is the 7th king, and he goes to destruction. Okay, so the Antichrist is the 8th. And the meaning of this, very quickly, just as an add-on, you know, as we're at this time in the, all right, 5 kings have fallen by the time of Revelation was created, which was around 90 AD. 5 kings have fallen, and these kings, just Google now, Flavian dynasty, Flavian dynasty, Flavian, I think Flavian, I believe. Flavian dynasty. This was the dynasty that was brought in actually at the time where Jerusalem was to be destroyed, biblically destroyed. And this family kind of Roman kings, Roman emperors, but kings at that time, were brought in to destroy the temple in Jerusalem. Okay, 5 kings have fallen. You've got Galbo, Othio, Viteletius, Vespasian, and Titus. And at that point there, they were the ones that destroyed Jerusalem and the temple. The book of Revelation was written as John was in Patmos. They all had to flee into the islands, and it also mentions this in Daniel 11. They had to flee to the isles. And then the book of Revelation was made afterwards, and at that time the king that is, as it says, the other 5 have fallen, 1 is, and he was called Domitian at that time. And when he got killed, though, the Roman Empire kind of sort of went away a little bit, and said that the families kind of broke up. He was the end of, well, they put him as the end of the Flavian dynasty. Interesting enough. Six kings: Galbo, Ophio, Viteletius. Sorry if my pronunciation's not very good. Vespasian, Titus. Temple's gone. John's writing the Book of Revelation. Domitian is, and then he comes to an end. He actually is killed by his own people. But this seventh king has not yet come. And, you know, this is what we're waiting on. Basically, Prince William will be kind of the seventh king of the Flavian dynasty. And when he comes, he's going to remain as a king a little while. In fact, he's crowned at the beginning events. At seal number 1, he's given a crown. The rider on the white horse. And he comes out conquering and to conquer. And when he's killed and he rises from the dead, head wound, he's already got a scar there, the chosen one. And when he rises from the dead, then he's going to be, they're going to say, oh, this is the Christ. He's like God. Who can make war with him? And they'll all worship him as the Christ. And he'll be like the beast, and he'll speak blasphemies against God, and he'll rule the world for 3.5 years. And want to be worshipped as God. So this is how close we are, remember? And you know, if you want to look at it, we've got the beat. Satan incarnated here with us also, Barack Obama. You've got the last Pope Francis. So this is the end of the age. So Prince William coming in is just going to complete all this. But it also mentions 10 horns to the beast. And it's very basic, really. Daniel mentions them, actually, as being like a part of the beast. Revelation mentions them as being 10 kings which will be under the Antichrist. Basically like his 10 generals. And they will give their power to the beast, and they will go to war. They'll actually be at Armageddon, and they'll go to war. So there'll be like 10 country leaders, even, or you know, 10 generals that will be sort of underneath him, sorting his business out. But you know, Daniel actually goes further into this, and he says that the Antichrist will actually subdue 3 kings, which doesn't actually mean kill. It just means like to bring down or bring under control or something like that. He will subdue 3 kings. Who knows? He might even like imprison them or something like that. You know, or, you know, have them put in jail or something. You know, something along them lines. Because Daniel goes to say that he will subdue 3 kings. Revelation doesn't mention that. He actually says the 10 kings will be at Armageddon to take on the Lamb, and they'll obviously lose. And it also says the 10 kings will want to destroy Rome, and they will do that as well. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick not a quick video, but more description video about the beast of Revelation and Daniel is actually the coat of arms on the British royal family, and consequently Prince William. So God bless you all anyway. Have a great day. Amen.